Welcome to our spooky episode of TPS. Coming to you from the haunted school in the North Shore in Auckland.
Greetings, I'm Muffin McBurger.
Greetings, Muffin McBurger. I'm Spookster.
This term we are going to have a Twilight Gala.
All are invited if you dare. Dun dun dun. We will now go to the Beninator with the activities of the Twilight Gala.
Twilight Gala.
Hi, I'm the Beninator, and I'm going to tell you about the Twilight Gala.
Twilight Gala.
For those who are brave enough, and for those who have the guts, try out the haunted house.
Haunted house.
Room 15. It will be frightfully fun. And for those who like it wet and wild, come along and throw a wet sponge at someone in room 6.
If you think you have the aim for the game, Mr. Hayden is now going to tell us a spooky story.
Okay, so it was a couple of months back when me and Michelle were dead asleep in the middle of the night. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I remember waking up and looking at the clock, and it was a really bizarre experience because me and Michelle actually woke up at the exact same time. And I remember looking over her, and she was still kind of half asleep, wondering what was going on. And I had this really kind of sick kind of feeling in my stomach, almost like that feeling when you know someone was watching you. It's kind of rare, but I remember something was just wrong. I got up out of my bed 3 o'clock in the morning, so I was knackered. I couldn't really be bothered getting up, but just this feeling in. I remember walking over to the window, out of the bedroom, out into the lounge, and looking out of the window, which was about a metre above the ground outside. So if anything's out there, if somebody's out there, they actually got to look up at you. And I remember just standing there, just with that kind of nervous feeling, almost like before you're about to do a bungee jump, or the feeling before you're about to do something that kind of freaks you out. And I was kind of like shaking a little bit. I remember looking out this window, just staring there for about maybe 5-10 seconds. And then, just as I was about to move off, this movement caught me to the left of my eye, just down below on the grass. And sure enough, there was this guy there, fully black balaclava, black gloves, black pants, just completely like a ninja out of the movies. And he was moving across the window, really, really slowly. He was almost moving like a snail at a pace where there'd be no sound, and where the movement wouldn't catch anybody's eyes. And I found out in the morning he'd actually robbed the next door neighbour's house, taken his laptop, taken all his information, totally stripped him from his info from his work. And I just remember watching this guy coming in front of this window, probably for a good 10 seconds. Hit me at first with that bit of, like that shock feeling, but then I actually relaxed and I was just watching this guy, and it was the most fascinating experience, just seeing this robber who just potentially would have come into our building, into our room, because the window was open. So if we hadn't got up, he probably would have come in the window and would have had a scrap or something. Could have got stabbed, who knows. But anyways, yeah, I remember just watching this guy, and sure enough, he just comes, just gliding past the window. And that's just when I banged on the window, pretty loud enough, hopefully not to wake up Michelle, and just quickly opened up the window and had a word to this guy. But by the chance that happened, he was gone. Never seen anyone sprint so fast down the driveway. But it was quite out of it, because even in the morning, Michelle was like, "What happened at 3 o'clock when you got up?" I just had this really bizarre feeling. All that was going through my mind, just ticking over like a tape, was, "Michelle, you need to get up and call the police. Michelle, you need to get up and call the police. Michelle, you need to get up and call the police." And that's when I told her in the morning, just before school, that actually there was this dude walking past in full black, just like a ninja. We didn't know he'd actually robbed the house till that afternoon. just next door, which is the place which is joined onto ours, a couple of meters away. So if we hadn't woken up, he would have come through our window, because that's the window that was open. We closed it ever since, but yeah, that was interesting. We both woke up at the same time, and we both had this feeling to basically protect ourselves. So yeah, that was a pretty cool experience. It's good to be alive. It's good to have nothing stolen. And yeah, that is my story.
That was very scary.
Next we have a Nathanator sharing some spooky jokes.
Why is the vampire so unpopular?
I don't know, Nathanator. Why is the vampire so unpopular?
Because he's a pain in the neck. What does a monster eat after he has been to the dentist?
I don't know. What does a monster eat after he has been to the dentist?
The dentist. What do you think the tiniest vampire gets up to at night?
1. I don't know. What does the tiniest vampire get up to?
Your ankles.
And now, to finish our spooky episode, the Beninator is going to tell you a prank you can play on your brother or sister.
This is a prank called Mirror, Mirror on the Wall.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
You tell your brother or sister that they have strange spots on their face. They do not believe you. You tell them you are not joking, but they still do not believe you. In the end, you get a mirror so they can see for themselves. When you come back with the mirror, you hold it up in front of their face. They get the shock of their life when they see that you are right. Their face is covered in spots.
Can you figure out how to make the spots appear? We all hope you enjoyed the spooky episode of TPS.